I really appreciate you joining me today, and this news comes from Haydock in Merseyside. Two people have appeared in Liverpool Crown Court for the abuse of a young boy and also an animal. Mary Parkinson, 38 years old, exchanged a string of Facebook messages with her husband Kieran as they discussed raping and assaulting children. An investigation into the couple discovered a stash of extreme pornography, some of it involving women and animals, on the husband's phone, along with a homemade video of Parkinson having sex with the family dog. So some of you may remember previously on the channel where I covered a man who had sexually abused chickens and also filmed it with his wife. This story went on to feature on The Breakfast Club in America, but this story is equally as disturbing and as shocking, and it is definitely something that I think needs to be discussed. At Liverpool Crown Court on the 21st of October, the judge, David Swinnerton, said, "To some extent I'm satisfied that you did this because of the demands of your husband, who the judge described as depraved in his sexual interests. To some extent, I think you were the victim of a toxic relationship." What the judge says, I suppose, may be correct, but at the same time, I don't care how toxic your relationship is. Nobody should be able to force you to abuse a child or an animal for the love of your relationship. The judge went on to say that the fact that you appear in the video is humiliating and embarrassing, and I hope that your behaviour won't ever be repeated. At a previous court hearing, they heard that her husband had offered a young boy money in exchange for sex and had performed a sex act on himself while the youngster watched. He was found guilty of inciting a child to commit a sexual act and also causing a child to watch a sexual act. Kieran admitted 3 counts of possession of extreme pornography and was jailed for 2.5 years. Parkinson pled guilty to 1 count of extreme pornography in relation to the video with the family dog. She also admitted 3 counts of child cruelty after leaving her 3 children in the house without food while she went to the pub with her husband. The couple's relationship was described as toxic, and they shared a history of mental health violence and also drug abuse. Kieran's wife would be sentenced to a 2-year community order, a 6-month drug rehabilitation requirement, and she avoided prison. "This is my opportunity to you to sort yourself out. I urge you to take this opportunity to change your life," the judge said in court. And this is incredibly disturbing due to the fact of it's almost like this animal wasn't a victim and this woman didn't participate in the conversations that she did have. She was encouraging of her husband's activities and in some way may have even begun to take part in them if this had escalated and they hadn't been caught before. Kieran's defence solicitor Simon Christie told the court that his client had been badly assaulted during the 7 months in prison on remand. He said the 7 months in custody for a person who has never been has had a significant effect on my client. Parkinson has no previous convictions and appeared in court via video link where he pled guilty to the offences of the abuse of the child and also the pornographic images involving animals. The judge said you were motivated by your own desires and needs, and there is a background of extreme drug abuse by you and your partner. The judge also imposed a sexual harm prevention order for 10 years, and Parkinson will also have to pay a victim surcharge. So this story is incredibly disturbing, but at the same time it really makes you think, what was the punishment here? This guy's going to be out in 1 year, and the woman hasn't even been to prison. So really appreciate you joining me for this story, and I really want to hear what people have to say. Don't forget to follow the new Instagram on Scarcity Studios Uncensored, and also TikTok, Twitter and Facebook. And I'll be back again very shortly with some more news.